Now, for the fact that you started trading or you are just starting trading, well, you need a game plan as a trader to actually make money. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing a very clear game plan on how you can actually start trading and be able to make money. Now, I want to make this as clear as possible, taking into consideration my previous 4 years of trading, where I got to get results such as these. Trading is a game of highs and lows. The best traders actually kill it hard, and I want you to be one of those. Now, let's start off with the basics. Well, as a trader, you need a very great trading broker. So a trading broker is basically going to be the intermediate between you, the trader, and the financial markets, okay? So just like a bank, you want to save your money or bank your money, well, you need a bank in between here. So in trading, it's the broker. But what should you consider on finding a trading broker? Now, this is very important for any trader. For a forex broker, it's where you are going to deposit your money, it's where you must make all your withdrawals, and it's basically where all the business goes around. Even before we get into the trading strategies and all that, it's very important to find the best trading broker. Now in here, I want you to consider things as, what's the minimum deposit? Well, someone else could want to start trading, say with $1,000, but well, personally, I could only want to start up with $100 because that's all I have. Now, secondly, how faster are the deposits and withdrawals? Well, you've made money, you want to withdraw, how faster are they? Then the other things that you can also consider out are the trading conditions. Well, these must be favorable. Then we also have spreads, we shall also discuss that later on, and way much more. So without having to go through all that, I researched and attached the recommended broker. So the link is just down in the description. Now, after having a trading account, well, you are set up with the first step. Now, the second step is very important. Now, in here, you need to identify which type of a trader you are. So we basically have 3 types of traders. So number 1 being a scalper, then number 2 being a day trader, and then lastly, a swing trader. Now, scalping, well, you are holding trades for a very short time and then closing off. Now, this isn't that good for someone trading off with less capital, because think about it. Say you enter trade, say for about a minute or 2 minutes, and then you're out. Actually, some traders even hold trades for seconds and then they're out. Then day trading or intraday trading, probably the best, because I am personally a day trader, and most traders out there that you see on the internet are day traders. So in here, you get to hold trades for a bit of time, and I will actually show you my trading strategy that I use as a day trader. So you get to hold your trades for say an hour or 2 hours, but all this must be throughout the day. Then lastly, we have swing traders. So swing traders hold trades for a very long time, say weeks, months, or even years, depending. And this is pretty good for someone, say you want to trade much more of like an investment, or maybe I want to turn say my $100 to $1,000. Pretty good. You're going to open up a trade, very good one, and then hold it for the longest time. Okay, now in here we are going to put much focus on day trading or intraday trading, because as I mentioned, most traders are day traders, but that doesn't stop you from being a scalper or a swing trader. Now, after understanding which type of a trader you are, well, the next thing is having a trading strategy, and that's the most important thing again with making money. So our trading strategy is much of an approach. I've actually seen most traders search out for what's the best forex trading strategy. Now, before we even go any further, go ahead, tap the link just down at the end of the video, join our Telegram channel. You get to join other traders just as you, okay? So a trading strategy is basically an approach that you are going to use to determine when to buy or sell. Now, I believe at this point you guys understand that we basically make money when the price is either going up or down. So when the price is going up, well, we are buying, and when the price is going down, we are selling. So on finding a trading strategy, you must put into consideration that, well, as long as the price is going up, well, I'll be looking out for buys, and when the price is going down, I'll be looking out for sales. Now, let me just go ahead and show you my trading strategy that I use as a day trader, okay? So as I mentioned, we are basically taking our trades in such a situation. So an example is here. So just this quick one. In here, we can see that the price is pushing to the upside. Then we can also have, say, an example and in here the price going down. Now this is very easy to find out, but now most traders actually go the opposite side. Now the price going up and someone says, well, I'm going to take sales. Well, listen, don't do that, okay? So after understanding the two market trends, then we have lastly one, say we have the price just in between, okay? So the price basically in here, it's not breaking between two levels, okay? So we call this consolidation. So in here, well, you're not looking out for trades basically because the price is just playing in between two levels. Remember, most importantly, we must find clear trends. If the price is pushing to the upside, well, we are good. We are going to be looking out for buys. If the price is pushing to the downside, better, we are going to look out for sales. Now let's just go ahead and look out on the live charts for some good examples. So I'm going to delete all the drawings and then we shall start off. So in this particular example, we have GBP JPY, okay? So we're going to start off with finding the overall trend because this is very important, okay? So here we go. Obviously, once you come to your tradingview.com, it should look like this. This is a free site that you can use to analyze. You can also say use MT4 or MT5 depending on what exactly you wish for. So in here is something very important that I want you to see. So we do have these, we call them time frames. So an example in here is, so currently we are on H4. So being on the 4 hours time frame, it does mean it takes 4 hours for each of these candlesticks to form, okay? Then you also have the daily, the weekly, the monthly, or even up to 12 months. Now obviously these bigger time frames, say daily, weekly, even monthly, can only be used by swing traders. As I mentioned early, scalpers are holding trades for seconds or minutes. So that means for them, they could even use the 1 minute. In the 1 minute, well, you are clearly seeing what the price is doing in real time, okay? In here, you don't even have to stress. You just need to see, okay, the price pushing down, and you're in. But that's a bit tricky. And then furthermore, for day traders, basically we are considering, say, H1, H4, H2, or even up to the M30, depending on what you wish for. So in this example, we shall go ahead and start from the H4, and then we shall find what the trend is. So this is how we are looking like at the moment. So if I can just go ahead and zoom out so we can see. Okay, so as I mentioned, it's very easy to establish the trend, okay? So if we can just look at this right here, this was just a short-term downtrend. We can see that the price was pushing down, okay? Then all of a sudden over here, we have the price pushing to the upside. Now, I know you guys should now be wondering, well, how did you find out this? I mean, look, you're just going to come to charts and see what the price is doing. Listen, as I mentioned, we need to see the price doing this. So in an uptrend, we just need to see the price pushing continuously above and breaking all the levels. So maybe if I can just quickly label them. So say we have this, okay, so that way. So basically in here we have this. So we do have these levels. Let me just mark them out this way. So we have this, we have this, we have this, we also have this, and these ones. So these are highs, okay? So they are higher highs because it's initially a high and now it's being broken to form another high. Now this becomes a higher high, then this becomes a higher high, okay? So this becomes a higher high continuously. Then on the other side down, obviously we also have these ones. Now these are highs but in lows, right? So we could basically call these higher lows, okay? So this is a low but it's higher, right? So this is a higher low, this is a higher low. So if we came back here and then pushed up, this would also be a higher low, okay? So we can just call it a higher low, and then we can just call these higher highs. Now that's just a very important concept that you need to understand for any trends. So this is just the opposite also for a downtrend. So for a downtrend, obviously we need to see the price say doing such a thing. Let me go ahead and show you guys. So say we have this. Okay, so in here basically we have now levels. These, we have these, we have these, we also have these, this and this. Now in this example, we have this as a lower low, we have this as a lower low, whoa, we have this as a lower low. So this, okay, this is a low, right? But this is also a low, but now it's even lower than this, so we call it a lower low. So we also have this is a low, but it's lower than the previous one, so it becomes a lower low. So on the other side now, this will just be lower high. So they are lows, okay, because the price is pushing down, but they are on the upside, so we just call them lower highs, just basically as that. So that's it for a downtrend. So what I was trying to say is, for you to find the trend, you need to see all this being respected or being formed, okay? So in this example, really, this is a very good uptrend because the price is basically doing this. Look, we have the price doing this, meaning that's a very clear uptrend. Same example as I was showing you initially. Oh, this was a very short-term downtrend. So we can see the price actually was just basically doing this pretty short, which is okay, but we can also just scroll through in time and see how it was looking initially. We also have this one, pretty good. So we can see the price starting off here, pushing, coming back, pushing, coming back, pushing, coming back, pushing. So here's an assignment. Once you're done with this video, I want you to practice as much as possible, okay? And you can always share some of these results on my Instagram or even on Telegram, okay? Because I want to see you guys grow. This is pretty easy, but the more the practice, the better you are going to become at it. So let's go ahead and scroll in and see even more. This is a very beautiful downtrend. So in this example now, we have lower lows forming, okay, which is pretty good. So basically, once you have what the trend is, now it's time to find your trade. Now remember, I said it's very important to find the trend. Remember, we are retail traders. We come in with less capital. The trend has already been established by big traders. By the way, if you've not heard about that, well, we are different traders in these financial markets. So we have retail traders such as us. Well, you're trading with less capital, which is okay. Then you also have institutional traders, big banks trade, okay? We have prop firms, we have hedge funds, and many traders that come in with less capital. So if these guys come in and say, we're going to buy the dollar, well, the price is going to go up. So by the time you come in, well, $100 won't move the market. All you have to do is to find the trend and just move on with it, okay? So finally, once you have the trend, now here's another easy approach that you can use, okay? Now this is very easy. Just go ahead and draw any levels. Now any levels, obviously here you can use these shapes. So obviously we have a rectangle, or you can even use horizontal lines. So in this example, let me just illustrate. So we have such a thing, okay? Just go ahead and draw out any levels where you see the price reacting. Now let me show you an example. So I'm just going to delete all the drawings firstly, and then I'll show you. So this is how we are looking, right? Now all you need to do is, as I mentioned, higher highs and higher lows. Now go ahead and watch out for the most recent higher highs and the most recent higher lows for an example of an uptrend, and the opposite was for a downtrend. So in this case, I would say, well, perhaps let me just draw one here, right? Or let me just go ahead and draw one, say down here, because this is also the most recent low. And now I do have this. Now this is super important because it reduces the work that you need to do with the charts. So in this case, you only have to deal with this section of the price. Let me just show you guys. So in this case, we are now dealing with only this. That is very important because you don't want all the noise from the past, okay? You have found the trend, it's an uptrend, but now, okay, fine. Now what must we do for us to find a trade, right? And now that's why you must draw out these levels and just deal with a small section of the price. Now let me just go ahead and show you how it all goes down. So now we do have these levels, and here's what we can see. So we at least know that the price is pushing up. Okay, we see that, and this being the most recent low. Now here's what we expect, obviously, since it's a continuous uptrend. You see the price came over here, came back here. Now we expect the price to push up, right? Because it's an uptrend. Now it's very important that these trends won't remain forever, okay? It's very important that you understand that. An example is, say, if we initially had, say, an uptrend, okay? Well, at some point this could actually reverse. And by the way, if you are still watching at this point, let me know if it's some rocket science or you are actually learning a lot of stuff. And be sure you smash the like button if you are truly enjoying this, okay? You can also subscribe. So in here, what I'm trying to say is, so say the trend is initially to the upside, at some point we are going to see a reversal, okay? Okay, now then all of a sudden the price is going to push down. But that can be a different topic for our next video. But let me just go ahead and show you in this particular example. So in here now we can see that the price has been pushing to the upside, and we expect it to at least break above. Okay, we expect it to break above to continuously push the upside. But at the moment, this is how we are looking. So we can just also go ahead and maybe draw out a small level here. And let's now see. Now we are still doing all this on H4, okay? So H4, again, as I mentioned, means it takes 4 hours for each of these candlesticks to form, okay? Now let's just go ahead and scale down to the H1 so we can see. Now this is H1, okay? Now on H1 we can now see something different. So in H1 we can now see it's now a bit of a downtrend. You can see that the price is actually now pushing to the downtrend, to the downside rather. So we are here, and perhaps we could expect the price to push back to this level. Now in here, because we marked out this level, this is important, okay? Through your whole trading experience, you'll notice how important these levels are. So in this example, well, we could say perhaps the price is going to push up here, down here, but remember it's an uptrend. Well, perhaps once it reaches here, is it going to break through, or it's now going to bounce off and push to the upside? So you see, for the fact that we have this level drawn out, at least we have a point where we need to see what the price does. Because now if you're just analyzing and you have no levels, it's going to be so tricky, okay? So in this example, well, we can see that there's a bit of a change because now the price is pushing to the downside. So we could say perhaps, well, maybe we could look out for short-term sales. If we could just scale down to M15. Okay, perfect. So if we scale down to M15, well, all we need to see is we need to see how the price is going to react once it comes back to this level, okay? In any case, once it comes back to this level, we should expect it to push back up, or at some point it could just break through. But now our most important point is waiting for this level. So once the price gets back to this level, we would be able to find a trade. So generally in here we have the trend marked out, then we also have our levels marked out, and now we are able to find trades. But our trading strategy can even be more detailed. And by the way, I do share all these trading strategies with my students under my mentorship. And if you want to join an exclusive student community just like mine, you can go ahead and tap the link down and join. So in here, you are able to find your trade. So a quick recap, you need to find the trend, which is pretty easy. You're going to start off with bigger time frames, say H4, and see what the price is doing, okay? Then once you're done with that, you can just go ahead and draw your levels and now wait to see how the price reacts off with those levels. Now the last and the most important part of trading is the psychological part of it, okay? Now I'm going to do a much more detailed video about psychology in trading. Now be sure you subscribe to get the next update. Now I'll see you in the next video. I'm also going to attach a video just right here that can actually be super helpful to your trading. Now remember one thing, the moment you're in, there is no looking back. So it's either a win or a win.